Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renae Novak at BlessedByCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I am here today to share with you another Make It Monday tutorial. Today we're going to have fun with angles. Now there's a whole bunch of different videos on cards with angles. I know that Leanne Graff and Connie Stewart and Marianne Cowan all have different videos out there, and I'm sure there's a ton more. But today I wanted to share with you how you could take this friendly hello paper, which is part of our celebrations in the catalog, that you can get this paper free. It comes with a stamp set for a $100 purchase, and we're simply going to cut this 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece to create 2 different cards. Actually, I'm going to show more than 2 cards today, but I just thought I would share with you that we're going to make several cards using these fun angles. So let's get started. So let's cut the paper. I'm bringing in the paper cutter, and again, this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you're simply just going to put it in your cutter. And there's no right or wrong. There's no random or not. Just kind of line it up wherever you want. Just make sure it doesn't go directly on the diagonal. You want it to be a more funky angled card. So I'm just going to kind of stick it in here at a slight angle, making sure that it's not corner to corner, and slice. And you have this side and you have this side, so you can create 2 different cards, or you can use both of the same pieces and create 2 different cards. So each piece of 4 by 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 will get you 2 cards. So we're going to go ahead and bring this one in, and this is Coastal Cabana, and I ran the embossing folder through a little strip of Bermuda Bay. And I think we're just going to stick this right over here. I'm going to put this right alongside of there, and we'll stamp our little greeting. So first thing I'm going to do is put some adhesive on my little strip. You can use liquid glue if you prefer. And I'm just going to layer that right on top. You can put it underneath if you want, but I'm putting it right on top. And then I'm going to grab my paper snips and just going to trim that off. Just turn it on the opposite side and trim that right off. You want to do it on both ends. You want to get it as close as you can to the edge. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to just add that to your card base. So put a little more adhesive and just layer that straight down right on top of there. And it's starting to come together. You might need a little more glue if you are going to do like I did and with the embossing folder, because it does need a little bit heavier glue to stick down there, so you might want to use the liquid glue. And then I'm just going to grab some Memento black ink, and I have the With Sympathy stamp from the Special Moments, and that's in the Celebration catalog, which is still good through the end of this month. So you have a few more days to get that order in if you would like that. Okay, just going to simply put that straight down here. So it's going to be as With Sympathy. And there you have it. That's how simple and easy this card goes together. Now you can add some bling or some more flowers on here to spruce it up if you would like. And the next card we're going to create, now that you know how to cut them, this piece and this piece were from the same 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to flip it, and I'm going to use one of each on this card. So we're going to start with this one. And we're going to, again, put some adhesive on our strip. And then I'm going to layer that strip right on top of here. Get my paper snips. And I'm just going to trim those off. And now I'm going to be ready to put that onto my card front. Before I do that, I'm going to bring in the Stamparatus. I have this already pre-positioned. And we're going to stick this card right in here. And we're going to sauce this up with some Memento black ink. And this is the Celebrate You from Create with Friends. And that's the nice thing about the Stamparatus. You can just keep going and making it as dark as you want. Get it as vibrant as you feel. Okay, that T doesn't seem to be coming out. It could be my stamping area here. A good push down on that T. There we go. All right. Now we're just going to add our glue to our panel behind here. Stick that straight down on here. And that is how simple and easy the angled card goes. Okay, and there it is. Celebrate You. And for this one, I'm going to use the other side of this, but I'm going to put the little birdie up going straight up and down so you can kind of see that birdie. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a strip of fresh freesia, and you get the idea. Just add a little adhesive to your strip and stick it on top. That down there, and then we're just going to grab our paper snips. Snip that right off. Get those out of the way. And then add our adhesive to this side. And put this one across the top. So going in a portrait position. All right, and then right down here, I think I'm going to bring the Stamparatus back in. And I'm going to remove this plate, add my second plate that I've already got ready to go with Happy Birthday. And so we'll go ahead and stick that right on there. Again, bring in the Memento black ink, sauce that up, and stamp that straight down. Give it a little massage. And again, so we can create that. Stick that straight down on there. And the Stamparatus is really great when you're stamping directly on the cardstock, because the cardstock, because it's colored, you really need to let it soak in a little bit more. And there you have Happy Birthday. So for this one, I think we're just going to maybe add a little bling. So I'm going to bring in my bling and my pick tool, and I think we're just going to add some of these little pearls. One there. Let's do, easier said than done, huh? Picking it up. One down here. Whoop. That one down there. Grab another one They seem to be jumping all over today. Let's put another one up here. And there's the happy birthday going the opposite way. So this is the same piece of paper that I cut, made this card and this one. Okay, so for our last card, I'm going to show you just a little different way to add the strip. Instead of adding the strip on top, if you add it underneath, you can make this border very skinny without having to cut a skinny piece of paper. So I just put adhesive on the side I did not want to show, added the strip, and again, made it real skinny in the front where you can see it. And I'm just going to snip these off. And then I'm going to add that to my card front. And I think we'll do this one going this way. So I'm going to add some adhesive on the back here. Put some along that black since it's a little thicker. And I'm just going to adhere that to my card front. Now this is Petal Pink, and this designer series paper is Friendly Hello. And I am going to bring in again my Memento Black, and I think we'll make this one a thank you card. Now this thank you is from Sweet Ice Cream, and the happy birthday that I used on the previous card is also from Sweet Ice Cream. Just going to huff on that a little bit to get it nice and dark since I'm not using the Stamparatus. And I'm kind of doing a pretty firm pressure so that I get that nice and dark. And then I'm going to bring back in my pick tool, and we're going to add some bling. My bling seems to have a mind of its own today. So let's just go, we'll go right there with that one. Let's get a little bit bigger one. And my pick tool might need to be cleaned. Okay. Just add that right onto there. So there's our thank you card. And again, this is from Friendly Hello. This is also from Friendly Hello. So we have 3 cards from Friendly Hello and 1 card from the Daffodil Afternoon. So there you have it. This is fun with angles and designer series paper. That is our Make It Monday for today. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and be sure to share with your friends. So join me next week for another Make It Monday tutorial. Until then, be blessed.